what you can do here at Sanborn that you can't do anywhere else is just find a community with so much care for the individual that really uplifts you and make you feel kind of like a main character in your own story.
In the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, below the shadow of Pikes Peak, there is a place. Time, space, and community is what Sanborn Western camps offer the youth of today. The time of camp fosters community, independence,
Max, get over here!
and self-efficacy in campers. The space of camp allows for connection to nature, opportunities for exploration, and new perspectives for campers to learn more about who they are and their place in the world. There is no better place to connect and to be than at Sanborn Western Camps.
Something special about Sanborn that you realize right when you walk in is this just like safe, comfortable space. And every kid just like inherently knows it somehow.
It was a big hurdle for us to be able to drop our kids off in the middle of the mountains.
You know, kids being that young and first time being out of the house and being away from home, like we had all these reservations about it.
It's always, you know, a little bit emotional dropping them off for 4 weeks.
It was scary being away from home for the first time.
It's definitely expected for someone to get homesick. I mean, it's part of the experience.
If you ever get homesick, there's people to help you out.
That's what brings you back to camp, like things like the community that is so uplifting. It just feels nice to be here.
They come back summer after summer and it's just the same safe space that they know they're gonna grow in and they're gonna get to hang out with all their friends in and just be totally supported and comfortable in everything they're doing.
Sanborn Western Camp's mission has always been about creating a sense of self, community, earth, and wonder through fun and adventure in the outdoors. This mission has held true since 1948, when a young couple's vision took root on 480 acres, about an hour west of Colorado Springs. That dream has since expanded to over 6,000 private acres, and thanks to public land permits, Sanborn Western Camps also has access to over 12,000 additional acres of aspen groves, rocky bluffs, rolling meadows, ponderosa forests, and wildlife of all sorts.
Camp is an escape in all of the best ways. I mean, where else in the world do you get to be on 6,000 acres of land that feels like it's just yours and just yours in a community that feels safe and wholesome.
Just getting to see kids take a load off, like, dude, like you're at camp, you can just have fun. And I think it's like, yeah, does every game of 9 Square change a kid? No, but a kid having fun over the course of a summer does.
Whether it's joining a pickup game or just hanging out with friends, there is always something to do at camp.
One of the things that has continued to be unique about Sanborn is the riding program. It's probably one of the biggest Western riding programs in the country. And you know, you absolutely learn the skills about how to ride a horse, but I think what you really learn is about the responsibility.
The space of camp only gets larger as we venture out for daily and multi-day trips and activities.
No, we got it all.
Whether it be an overnight horse trip, floating the rivers, ascending mountains, descending mountains, mountain biking, fishing, or participating in trail service projects. The trips and activities offered at Sanborn are exciting, engaging, and provide some of the best moments of a summer with us. You can take in the history at the fossil beds and dig your own fossils. Challenge yourself at the high ropes course. Experience homestead life. Backpack to a gorgeous campsite, set up camp, and make s'mores. Go rock scrambling or rock climbing. And take in the amazing views. Practice archery. And then come back to cool off in the pools that always have a certified lifeguard on duty. Or head to the craft shop for creative expression. Weekends are for all camp activities, when Big Spring and High Trails get together for themed dances and all camp events like Gymkhana, our rider showcase. Every camper gets to choose what their summer looks like at Sanborn. It's all out there and ready to be experienced with new friends from across the country and around the world.
Step 1, Step 2, Step 3. And so the lenses actually operate with different focal lengths, which will change how much of a view you have.
At the center of each camp are our lodges, the heartbeat of each camp's community. We gather in the lodges every day for meals served family style. They're also a great place for rainy day activities, daily announcements, and of course, singing and chanting.
The food is amazing.
The food is just dessert. Dessert. I love dessert.
Yeah, Bray likes dessert. Pumpkin bread. But mostly cookies.
My kids love the food here. They absolutely love the food.
You've got a staff back there making food all day long from scratch.
He loves the camp food.
They're sitting at a table, they're pumped up, they've come in from some cool rock climbing experience, they're hungry, and they're trying new foods.
That's really good.
Sanborn really provides an outlet to learn. It really just helps you, like, how am I gonna feel if I do this mountain? How am I gonna feel if I take a horse trip? How am I gonna feel in canoe?
I think waking up early, waking up at 2, 1 a.m. Just to get to the summit in time for sunrise, it's really one of those experiences that you can only get in Colorado at Sanborn.
I didn't even want this.
You guys should have had
It was very dramatic.
Nothing here really feels hard. It's just all fun. Like even something difficult like climbing a mountain, it's rewarding at the end and you feel so accomplished.
It is hard, it is a challenge, but there are always people who are telling you you're able to do it. There's always a sense of motivation that's being built, like with you doing different kinds of trips. It's like, oh, I did this, I know I can do this. Or my counselor's telling me that I can do this, I know I can do it.
That ability to kind of push kids out of their comfort zone a little bit, that chance to put them in their yellow zone, I think is super exciting.
Liam, I promise you help, just let go.
We think that Sanborn's mission, creating that community, is even more important for the youth of today than it was in 1948. The foundation of that community is our staff. Each summer, we hire over 100 staff members, including many returning staff and former campers. Our camp's medical team consists of registered nurses who distribute regular medications throughout the summer and take care of bumps and bruises that happen along the way. We look for all types of skills, backgrounds, and experiences as we craft a strong and diverse staff who all share the desire to make a positive impact on children in the outdoors.
Give us a spin.
A strong sense of fashion is very important.
Yes, girl.
I wanted to make an impact on kids the way I was really truly impacted. And now that I'm in a counselor role, I look around my peers and I see how diverse we are and how we really truly come from all walks of life.
Underlying all of the skills and training though, first and foremost, there must be the passion to work with children.
Cowabunga!
I take having fun incredibly seriously, and I think that's what being a professional camp counselor means. And then when you take it seriously for so long and then you see it pay off, it's just yes, I did it. It's like crossing the best finish line in the world.
The most rewarding part is that final day. We have our closing campfire and every kid ever comes up hugging you, crying, saying they're gonna miss you so much. Because kids can't always show how much they appreciate what you're doing for them and how much hard work you're putting into it. And that's proof right there when they're bawling their eyes out. That's what it's all about for me. That's what keeps me coming back.
Whether you're coming to Sanborn for our 2-week junior program or for the full month, after the first few days, it is hard to distinguish new campers from experienced campers because of the community we build from day one. By participating in challenging and engaging activities and feeling emotionally and physically safe in nature, our campers naturally start to make connections, immersing themselves completely into camp life by being creative, having fun, and feeling comfortable to express themselves in our supportive community.
You're letting yourself be born in nature and finding your own things to entertain yourself, which are the craziest memories, the most unforgettable memories you will never forget.
Welcome to the vlog!
Camp builds genuine authenticity.
And I just feel like by the time he comes home, it's like this, it's a new perspective that they have, right? And they start to refocus their mind on things that maybe they weren't before.
And the first thing that she said to me when I picked her up, or actually debriefing her in the car, on the car ride home, she said, the one thing I don't want is to get back on my phone. I want to spend more time. Sorry. But that was one of the things that she was most excited about, is just being off of her phones while she was at camp, and that was really important to her.
They have built so much self-confidence because they have met new people who are different than they are. They have a whole different life experience. Then that in turn makes my kids more empathetic, more understanding of different things that they can't get if they're not living with people. I feel like they stand taller when they get home. They are full of who they are, and they can be who they want to be when they come home.
1, 2, 3, go!
The place has shaped me just by kind of learning how to interact with people in a very loving and supportive way. And there's a lot of value in just doing hard things and getting gritty and getting dirty with the people that you love and the people that care for you and respect for you. And something about it just makes you leave the month different. For me, I felt a lot more empathetic and passionate and level-headed. And I felt like I could kind of conquer any challenge that really lay before me. And so it really is only accomplished with the wilderness and with long trips and with such a compassionate staff and kind of population as a whole.
Munch your cheeks. Move on before the sun. Hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a dragon. Rock me,
8.
cauliflower broccoli.